I don't know about you guys, but for years when we came to St. Cloud, we had one area that we stopped, and that was pretty much the mall. And it wasn't until I relocated to the area that I realized what the communities actually offer in terms of stores, fun, trendy spaces, and the parks. I think it's really important to note that St. Cloud, as well as Sauk Rapids, Sartell, Waite Park, and St. Joseph, have some pretty amazing spaces. But for today, we're just going to focus on St. Cloud. And so some of you are going to be saying, well, why just St. Cloud? And why an entire video about St. Cloud? Well, on the surface, you might see it as a population hub of central Minnesota. You know, the Granite City, known for its quarries, and then the State University, and you'd be partially right. That's like saying a book is just paper and ink. Hi, I'm Deborah Beyer, an associate broker with RE/MAX Results, and in this video, we're breaking it down. We are going to navigate St. Cloud and some of the amazing spaces and places that you have to check out. So consider me your friendly, slightly caffeinated tour guide, and let's get into it. So first and foremost, you can't talk about St. Cloud without talking about the Mississippi River. This isn't just a body of water. It literally divides the east and the west side of St. Cloud. But it also connects everything, including the park system. They're intertwined with the river, and you'll see that as you start checking them out. First, we have the Beaver Island Trail System. This is an amazing place. You will find 5 miles of paved trails winding through a chain of lush, forested islands right in the middle of the river. You can walk it, run it, bike it, or blade it. The views are incredible, and the sounds and the blue of the water, well, that's like therapy, and it's free. Let's move up over into Munsinger and Clemens Garden. They are right next to each other on the river's east bank, and these are absolute gems. Munsinger think of towering pines, hostel lined paths, and then that classic peaceful river vibe. And then if you walk 100 feet, you're into Clemens. Now Clemens is an explosion of color in the spring, summer, and fall. Over 100,000 annuals are meticulously planted. It's like stepping into a living painting. So here's a tip. Get up in the morning with a cup of coffee, go over, sit and enjoy the peace, the calm, and the beauty. Then we have the Riverside Park, which is south of there. That's also on the east side of the Mississippi River. And it has really beautiful scenic views, walking trails, open green spaces. It's totally perfect for picnics and gatherings. There's a playground, a shelter. And again, the access to the river is really easy. And it is a really popular spot for families and community events year-round. And now we can head over to the Quarry Park and Nature Preserve. This is by far, hands down, one of the coolest city parks in the Midwest. It's over 600 acres of former working quarry, now filled with unbelievably clear blue-green water. You can hike the rocky trails, learn about the history from the interpretive signs, and in the summer, folks swim in the quarries. It's a stunning blend of industrial, archaeological, and natural beauty. Now, I know that there are so many more parks that we could talk about. The area is loaded with parks and outdoor activities and opportunities, and maybe we'll do another video in the future on just parks, but right now let's dive into what else the St. Cloud area offers. I don't know about you, but now I've spent the whole day outside enjoying all the fabulous nature. All that fresh air really helps work up an appetite, right? So let's talk food. Myself personally, I really love good food. I love cooking good food. And cooking tends to be my love language, so I'm told it's kind of like an act of service. So it only makes sense that I'm always in pursuit of a really great place. And we have found some really perfect options in the St. Cloud area. The area we have seen over the years has moved beyond chain restaurants and is starting to offer a lot more choices. And I find that super exciting. Technically, the next 2 restaurants are located in Waite Park. They are definitely worth the mention, and you have to check them out. The Renaissance Cafe is a Mediterranean European style. It has piano music. The food is amazing. We've always had super great service, very professional and attentive servers. This one has never disappointed us for good food. The atmosphere and the servers, they're top notch. They have a sumptuous French onion soup. The lamb shank was perfectly done. And they offer things like jambalaya pasta, prime ribs, seafood, steaks, vegetarian, but don't forget the baklava. For a birthday, the baklava is like the bomb. Now the dress code is generally considered upscale casual. And then if you want to move over just to the east of it, there's Anton's. Anton's is like a legend. It's like a time capsule. It's a unique restaurant with an authentic log cabin nestled along the Sauk River. And you're going to find really good steaks, seafood, ribs, and of course, the giant popovers that really steal the meal. The popovers are the best. So we've totally enjoyed their ambiance and food, but then we've also headed down to some amazing spaces in downtown St. Cloud. Now we generally hit up some of these places before heading to the Paramount or the Pioneer on 5th. So let's start with Jules Bistro. Now I tend to hit them up more for a lunch and a coffee, and I love this place. The combination of casual, sophisticated menu with a cozy artistic atmosphere, it just sets the tone. And they have their own spin on pizza, paninis. I love the barbecue beef brisket panini. Then the salads are creative and delicious, and the staff has always been super great. Now, other options in that area, just down St. Germain Street, would be the Pickled Loon. And it's known for great beer selections, good food, and super friendly staff. And I've always enjoyed time there with friends. The next one over would be the White Horse. Now that's another favorite with a motto that says, eats like a restaurant and drinks like a bar. The BLT on the sourdough for lunch was spot on. And the lunch menu staff have always been super, super great. And they're known for an extensive menu of fresh gourmet food and a full service bar serving specialty cocktails. Now, if you're looking for an authentic Irish pub, then you have to check out the Old Brick House. This is an Irish pub with super great food like shepherd's pie, fish and chips, Celtic meatloaf. My husband had this and it was outstanding. The Irish coffee was a nice finish to the meal as well. The overall atmosphere is super comfortable and it's bright, and we have always had a really excellent experience with the staff. Now we know there's so many other options that we've been to, but we don't have enough time to cover them all. As much as we'd love to, there isn't enough time. And maybe that's something we can do in the future. Okay, we've had our food. Now let's head over to the theater. I love getting a bite to eat and then heading over to the theater for the night out. And we have several choices. We have the Paramount Theater, located on St. Germain. This venue opened in 1921, and it's a stunning building with loads of history. And they have concerts, comedians, plays, classic films. You know, attending a show is like a bit of history. Beyond the stages, it also features an art gallery and a hands-on studio, making it a hub for both performing and visual arts. Now, we've attended several events and have always totally enjoyed the experience. Other options are the Pioneer Place on 5th. It's a cozy, smaller venue, kind of like a revitalized performance venue, and it's housed in a historic downtown building with a really warm and almost intimate ambiance. It's hosted live music, theater, comedy, and art events, offering a more personal cultural experience compared to a larger theater. And it's a fun place to have a beverage, enjoy a show, and just feel really welcome. We've attended multiple musicals, theater, and we've never been disappointed. Now here's a fun note. If the blue light is on, check out the Blue Goose Speakeasy in the basement. I have heard some really good things about that spot. I haven't had a chance to check it out personally, but definitely it's on my list. I've been told that they have amazing food, fabulous vibes, and a cold foam espresso martini that is said to be the bomb. You also might want to check out the Gnarly Bar. It's a smaller theater on St. Germain. Now, I have not made it to that particular venue, but definitely have heard great things as well. Any day trip or weekend trip needs to include shopping. Am I right? And the St. Cloud area is noted for shopping experience with fun boutiques, the Crossroads Mall, which technically is located in Waite Park. Now, the Crossroads Center is the largest shopping mall in central Minnesota. It features over 100 retailers, a food court, and services under one roof. It's anchored by larger stores like Macy's, Target, and Scheels. It serves as the region's main destination for shopping. So in addition to the largest shops, there are some very nice smaller shops like Francesca's, American Eagle, Boot Barn Buckle, Claire's, Chico's, DSW, several jewelry stores to name a few. And then of course there's a downtown. Downtown is a lively mix of historic charm and modern convenience with brick-lined streets. It's got a very nice ambiance. And unique boutiques like Green Thumb, a very cool space for flowers, plants, decor, and gifts. Plus, she does some pretty fabulous upholstery work. Then there's Spice of Life Tea Shop. Now that's an amazing. I go there for all my teas, and they're super nice about it. Then O'Brien's Dry Good is a vintage and antique store. Next to that, down away, is Books Revisited, which is a unique place. You can browse a massive section of books at really great prices. Now, Rush Boutique is a high-end resale shop that has some pretty great stuff. And then there's a rock and an art shop. And if you're looking for some crystals and other items, check out the Twin Flame Crystals and Witchery. It's a great source of crystals. And last but not least, we have a Costco and a Sam's Club. And for all those bulk shoppers, and I know you're out there, this is super important. I have relocation folks that ask before they even want to check out our area if we have Super Target, Costco, or Sam's. And we do. We have 2 Targets, east and west, Costco and a Sam's. Okay, so there you go. A small sampling of what St. Cloud has to offer. There's a lot that we didn't touch on today, but what I have shared, I hope it makes you want to explore it more for yourself. Hit the like button. It really makes a difference and helps my channel. And if you want to know more as I continue doing my videos, subscribe and then ring the notification bell so you don't miss out. We will be exploring more spaces and places and classic spots all over central Minnesota. And share this with someone, a friend who loves road trips, good food, and or great outdoors. And remember, the best maps aren't just for finding your way, they're for getting lost in all the right places. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next journey.